It is still raining. Oh dear. Welcome back to my channel. This is a very exciting video for me to make. Slightly nerve-wracking one too, because we are heading off to my first ever international with both my horses. Both Maggie and Donut are coming. Maggie is going to do the 1-star. Donut is going to do the 2-star. Now, we were meant to go yesterday, which would have been Tuesday, but it has been raining so much they pushed arrivals back by a day to protect the car park. So we're arriving today, and today is also dressage day. So I've got a lot to be doing, and it's going to start with platting Donut. The lorry is packed. I am supposedly clean, but we have got mucking out to do, ponies to feed, and a gorgeous boy to plait. Oh, he's having his breakfast while I get him sorted. Just brushed through his tail, picked his feet out, obviously. He's eating his dinner, and now I need to make you look beautiful. Oh dear, Donut's plaited, Maggie's groomed to go on, Loki, out. They're both loaded up and they're both en route to Osberton. So we're taking my car as well, so because we're only an hour away. Just pick up the dog. We're only an hour away, so it makes sense to have a second vehicle to be able to nip home with should we need to. And it's also with taking 2 horses on the lorry, it's also meant that we've just got a bit more space because I can take some stuff in the car. So Mum set off about 5 minutes ago, and I have just set the yard fair, put the last bits into my car. I'm just running up for my laptop because I want to do some editing in my spare time if I get any, and we'll be en route to Osberton International, which I don't usually add the international on the end even when I'm going to international events, because I'm usually doing the national class, so it seems a bit silly, but this time it's different. We are doing the international class, so that is very exciting news. Anyway, let's finish off and get on the road. Okay, everything packed, outfit of the day on. Waterproof boots are unnecessary. It keeps spitting, but it isn't raining. I have got so many coats with me, you would not believe. It's mad. Right, you ready to rock and roll, Mr. Man? You need your seatbelt on. Okay, see you there. Bye bye, ponios. There's ready. Oh, bye bye. See you later. Right, let's go.
Feels like an ocean. The way you're touching me must be emotion. The way it's meant to be, all the emotion spinning in my head, feels like an ocean. Baby, there ain't nobody like you.
Right, we're here. They wouldn't let me go with the lorry. I've had to park in like the public car parking, which I don't know if it's like a misunderstanding or yeah, anyway, slight issue in that I don't think I brought Loki a lead. I'm gonna have to walk through the trade stand, so I'm gonna have to carry him, and then I'm just gonna come back with a bike for everything else and go locate Mum, because what we now need to do is go and we need to go do a vet check and get booked in, so there's not an official trot up, because I'm doing the short format events, 1-star short, 2-star short. Even though it's run in reverse order, we're going to do dressage, cross country, show jumping. Because it's still a short format as such, we don't have an official trot up to begin with, but we do have to pass a vet check, so that's what we're going to do now. And yeah, I'm going to go find the lorry park. Good boy. Good lad. Come on then. Trade stands are over there. I just need to find my lorry. Stables are there. Everyone's saving spaces. Is my lorry down here? Has it gone down the other way? Oh God. Good boy. Dearie me. Oh, and them over there. He's got his plats in. A bit of hay in his head collar. Maggie's not platted because I've got a big gap after his dressage test. We're about to go and do the vet check. So, Mum's just grabbing a jacket. I've got my Vaseline and my thermometer, whip in case I need to trot up for Maggie. She doesn't really like running in hand, and passport. Ready for it. You good girl. Oh, it's raining again. Patiently waiting while I get my... You're being good eggs. Are you being top groom?
Yes, yeah.
With the bum stood to the rain.
Which number stables?
Our stables. These ones. Right then, horses are in the stables. It's such a rush. We've done the vet check. They've passed their trot ups, and like I say, they're in and settled. It's now 10 o'clock and I am on for dressage at 11:40, I think. I want Donut to have a bit of a longer warm up, so I'm wanting to get on him at 11. So we've done them water, and we're going to sort everything else later and get me ready, get him tacked up so he needs his studs doing. So yeah, right, quick change. Underneath the jumper and joggers I have whites on. Here's Amber's jacket that she's very kindly lent me. Mum's following up the rear with the bike trailer on. I've brought it. It's in there. I packed it, I knew we'd forget it. There we go. So that's got my saddle and bridle and mountain block in. And we are just going to go get Donut's studs in and get ready to go, because there actually isn't very much time. So hopefully be able to sort everything else out once I've done my dressage. Okay, forelock plat is in. Mum has done epic quarter marks. Look at those. Amber, eat your heart out. And you're a good boy. I'm just on to tacking up now. Studs are in. Not put bedding down yet, not had time. So you're a good boy, aren't you? Let's get you ready.
No, it's true. Ooh. Could do the things you do just like you. Ooh. Baby, there ain't nobody.
And I am currently just using my phone as a bit of a mirror, because obviously I'm getting my stock done down here. You're a good boy. It's been quite hectic getting sorted, which is why we wanted to come yesterday, but like, can't help the weather. So we've brought everything down. I think, good boy, that bike trailer is a godsend that Phil made for us. It's amazing, and we've been able just to bring everything down all in one trip. I only carried my tails over, and now Mum's just nipped off on the bike just to find out where my dressage arenas are, because I don't know where anything is. I've not had time to scope anything out yet. So I think I know my test, which is a bonus. She's back. Little sneaky tip to keep your stocks up. Stick your pin through the knot at the back, and then it never falls down. So, you alright? Know where they are?
So you go straight down
Yeah.
and through the bottom.
Okay, so
So
we're
you'll see it, and I can go with you on the bike.
Oh, fantastic.
So
Okay.
you bang on when I thought you should be getting on.
Oh, look at that. I'm just catching up with the vlog over here. So Yeah, as I get ready, being my honorary mirror. Right, what have I got?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Terms of hair bubbles and hair nets. Oh, I've got lots. And some hay.
So we'll get all of that, get the bridle on,
Yeah.
and then put your jacket on last minute.
Okay.
And then you're going down and across. I'm just wondering about sending you down that way.
I can get on. I can get on in here.
Can you?
Yeah. I'm not going to bang my head or anything, am I?
And I'll
You're
just
good
stay
girl.
with her for a minute.
Yeah, that's ideal. Just to check she's okay. There's sweeties in the box.
Well, I can't get in the box, but
Well, that bag can go in Donny's stable.
yeah.
I was just going to chuck any spare bits
Have you
in.
finished in here? No, don't know.
I don't know yet. Probably.
Did you want a navy blue scrunchie?
Do you want me to wear a navy blue
It's
scrunchie?
up to you. You brought it. I didn't.
I was wearing it, so let's see. You tell me what you think looks better once my hat's on.
Don't tell me we were on dressage hair.
We're definitely not on dressage hair.
Oh, it's a good colour. Yeah, because it hides your actual dial. Yeah, I quite like that.
Right, bridle on time. I'll put gloves on after the bridle goes on. Ready. Does that look okay?
Just
Do I
looking
need-
left so numbers.
Cause I got high hopes. Do you want the same? Cause baby, all I got is high hopes. Do you feel the same? Do you want me, babe? Or is it just a game? Cause I got high hopes. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Maybe I'm crazy, but something in my mind tells me it's easy to make you come around. I think you want me the same way I want you, almost too easy. Baby, there ain't nobody like you. No, it's true. Could do the things you do just like you. Baby, there ain't nobody.
With the bottom VDL very good scores they are indeed. At C 71.82%, at B 69.32%. Providing Lizzie and Lisabon VDL opponents got 29.4. They go into the lead in the early stages of this two-star section. Number 221 comes forward. Lloyd Smith actually joins us with her own Sarah West.
Okay, deep breath. It is time. I got major stage fright in the warm-up. I literally turned around to Lizzie because she went in just before me. I literally turned around to her and said, what on earth am I doing here? So Donut, bless his gorgeous little heart, just nursed me through this whole test because I must admit I was feeling so out of place, so out of my league and not very comfortable, which, you know, it's one of those things that can happen in this situation, and that's why I'd chosen to enter this year to do a 2-star rather than waiting when I should be competitive next year, because I knew that we'd be capable of getting on with it, but I just wanted to go get all of these first-timer nerves out the way, and they hit me hard in the warm-up. I hadn't been thinking about them, but they definitely hit me hard. Anyway, on to the test. So you start off down the centre line, it's 20 by 60 arena. Then you do 2 lots of turn left, turn right, and then turn right, turn left, as we've done there. We got a 7 for our centre line and a 7 for that last movement. Then we had to leg yield from the track to the centre line. So it was leg yield from P to I, which is like just before G. So we did that. I got a 6 with need some more suppleness across. So I'm reading scores from the judge at C, because obviously I've got 2 judges going on in there as well. My leg yields need improvement with the positioning and the likes, but he tried so hard, bless him. And then you come around and you do it again the other way. We got a 6.5 for this one with frame a little tight. And then we come round and we've got this whole long diagonal for medium trot. So I go rising for the medium trot now. And we got a 6 with quickened. And we didn't show a huge amount of difference. I know he can do so much better with that. But obviously I was just wanting to get through, to be quite honest. And then at C, we did a transition to medium walk. And then we did a walk from... Oh, this is purely for the transition, this mark. We got a 7 for that. And then we did a free walk on a long rein, M to V. So across to one of the funny long arena markers. We got a 7 for that as well. You know, we really get rewarded for the walk, even when I'm feeling nervy as anything. Then we did a medium walk, VKD. So we carry on to the corner marker, and then I had to turn onto like an inner track and then halt at D. So we got a 7 for the medium walk as well. He just anticipated the halt a little, so I was slightly early. And then we got a 6.5 for the halt with not quite square behind. Then we had to do a rein back for 3 to 4 steps. We only managed 3 steps and he went a little bit wiggly and sideways. So we got a 6.5 with a little tight, which I thought was very generous. PV, 20 metres half circle with a transition to canter over the centre line. Got a 7 for that. What a good boy. I was really struggling with our canter transitions at the start of the year, and we've really improved, because I would say this test definitely wasn't our best. We're definitely not showing our best here, and yet we're still managing fairly good marks on the international stage. Then on that long side, we were showing some medium canter strides. We got a 6.5 with stay softer through back. Here is our big mistake. We broke in the corner, so we got a 5.5 with lost balance. Then we came across a short diagonal. I had to give him retake the reins over the centre line, so quite hard. And then canter down to the corner marker. His first ever proper canter in a test. And we got a 6.5 with... No, we got a 7 for the canter. Sorry, correct myself. And then we've got working trot around the edge, 6.5, a little against the hand. Then we had that half 20 metre circle with the canter transition again, and we got another 6.5 for that. And then the medium canter on this long side, we gained a 7 for it. Isn't he a clever boy? I'm so proud of him. Then again, we come round, and obviously I was really careful to keep my legs on so that he didn't break, and does look a smart boy, doesn't he, to say that I wasn't riding my best this day. Then we do the give and retake over that short diagonal. We got a 7 for that. Then the canter down this side, we got a 6.5 with the trot transition. And then you go onto the centre line and you halt at L. So really far up, close to the A end, we do a halt and salute with a 6.5 with not square behind. But what a good boy he was. Doesn't he look gorgeous? Okay, first dressage test done. I'm so proud of Donut. I got the worst stage fright ever going into that ring. Trying to enjoy it as much as I could, but definitely had stage fright. But then by the same token, I'd be lying if I didn't say I haven't been trying to do this since... God, I reckon I've been trying to get to this level, to do a 2-star, since about... I was younger than 18. I was wanting to do the under 18s 2-star class. So probably like 12 years that I've been trying to do this. So it's really a big deal. Really, really big deal to me. So I'm really proud that we got here. The other day it just struck me when I saw my times yesterday and I screenshotted it and I had 2-star next to my name. And it was just amazing. So our test wasn't faultless at all. It was, we got through it, we got it done, and he tried ever so hard. We had a break in the canter, but other than that, he did everything I asked of him. We can work so much better, but I think I got a bit of stage fright, which made him a little bit nervous, which then contributes to sort of the way of going. But by the same token, he still went very nicely. We were just maybe just a bit like hunched up into our shell a little bit, but proud to have got it done. I'm proud to tell you that we got a 35, which, you know, it's never going to put us in a competitive spot. And I knew that entering. I knew that I wasn't going to be competitive here in the 2-star. But the reason I've entered this year is a very specific reason. I know that we can do this competently, not competitively, but competently. We're not coming on a wing and a prayer. We're coming to get the job done. But I don't think I'll be competitive, and I haven't come here with intentions of being competitive. I just don't want to disgrace myself. But I have come with getting the mileage in mind, because there's so many different things, you know, stuff like rocking up and having to have their microchips checked, having to do their temperatures, having to pass a trot up, staying away again. Badminton was the first time I did a stay away 1-day event. Now I'm doing a 3-day event, so it's ticking all of those boxes off. Riding entails, so that then I can find out what I need to work on for this winter. I think I know what I need to work on, but I can find out as well, and I can then go from there ready to hopefully do more next year. But obviously it's a whole new thing, and I just really want to be doing it, so I've got to sort of come with a realistic goal in mind, and my goal is to complete and learn as much as I can. So that is what we're after. Now I've got the whole lorry to sort out, and we've got Maggie's test at 3:30, and it's 12:30 now, so I've only got 2 hours and I need to platter out. So I'm gonna go get some jobs done, and I'll see you later. Here's my rider's pack. These are the ponies stable numbers. How cool's that? Are you very beautiful? Good girly. Flats are half in. Just time to go sew them in now. You good girl? Good girl. It's all busy out there. Non-stop. Maggie's on the end, which is nice. Because you don't like other horses, do you? Good girl. She says, not in my space, I don't.
Lately I've been going through some hard stuff. Getting knocked down, getting right back up. Only mistake I made was thinking you would have my back, but it's one-way track. That's right, now I've had enough. Your bad behavior isn't what I'm worth, no, that's right. Now I've had enough. You don't see it, but I see it. Ooh, I'm not where you're bitter, speaking with a different native tongue. You're egocentric, I'm a bootlicker. You don't ever get me. Ooh, you're still the same. Used to problems while I see keys. Even though we always will be friends, sometimes you grow apart. You're taking all your problems all on me, forgetting you have a responsibility. The way that you don't care cause your anxiety isn't reason enough to be acting so rough. That's right, now I've had enough. Your bad behavior isn't what I'm worth, no, that's right. Now I've had enough. You don't see it, but I see it.
Next to come forward in the 1-star of the ride here at Osberton for Evangeline Llewellyn Smith. Comes forward in this 1-star section with Miss Sandra Bettany's Garden Deluxe, number 506.
Back again into the big atmosphere at the international event. Okay, so Maggie, lucky girl, got the benefit of Donut looking after me through my dressage test, because by then I'd had enough time to go do other stuff, settle down, process, figure out where I was at, and realise that I hadn't completely disgraced myself, because Donut got like a 35 dressage, so I'd been absolutely thrilled with that. No, it wasn't going to challenge the leaders, but there was people behind us, and I knew that I could have ridden such a better test as well, so I was a bit like, actually, you know what, we can do this. So like I say, Maggie gained all of the reward from that, because I actually went in and rode her test. So here we go. Enter down the centre line, and at the end turn left. That's lucky, isn't it? I only had to remember one thing with the centre lines for my 2 tests, which was a good bonus. So we got 6 here with straight, but needs more energy. So obviously wanted us to flow forwards a little bit more. I mean, I don't think you can be much straighter than that, though, to be fair. She was absolutely bang on. Then you go straight into a 10-metre circle at H. I actually thought this test was quite challenging. Much more challenging than the 100 test. Big jump to a 1-star test compared to 100, whereas the jump from novice to 2-star isn't as significant, I didn't think. Then across this diagonal in medium trot, and she definitely showed some good difference. We got a 6 for our 10-metre circle with suppleness and balance, and then a 6.5 for this change the rein, which, to be fair, I thought it was all really lovely. I will say this whole test I was really pleased with, maybe other than my leg yields. I wasn't pleased with my leg yields. I need to get better at those. It's obviously a me thing, because both my horses don't have a great leg yield, so something to work on for sure. We got a 6.5 for the leg yield. Then up to canter, and we go 15-metre circle at C, and then some medium canter on the long side, and a trot at A. So we got a 6.5 for our circle and a 7 for our transition. And then we got a 7 for our medium canter here, which was good. And then we got 6 for our trot with on shoulders. And it was a little bit of a messy transition, wasn't it, really? So then you go straight into the 10-metre circle. So you can see where I reckon the difficulty is. And I mean, I personally can't fault the accuracy here. Then straight across for a medium trot, and she really did a nice medium trot here. She really started showing off for that. And what did we get for that? Let me see. We got 6.5. I would have given myself more, but hey ho. And then we did a halt with 6.5, could be more direct downwards transition. And then free walk on a long rein, we got a 7.5. Nice free walk, more relaxation for medium walk, which actually I think is really fair. The free walk was good. She can actually stretch more, but I think it did show off a little bit of tension that she was holding, because she didn't stretch more and she was wanting to look round. And then when she comes to the medium, it's just a little bit buzzy, and we managed to contain it, but you can just see that she's ready to do something, bless her. This arena was marking a lot harsher than Donut's arena, and I must admit I was so over the moon with this test, and I was expecting like really amazing scores, but I think I'd forgotten I was at an international. So, anyway, on to the leg yield. We got a 5 with falling through the shoulder, so definitely need to get better at those. At M, we do a canter transition. I was really pleased with this. It was really smooth. Yeah, look at that. Seamless. We got a 7 with obedient. Our circle, we got a 6 with stiff connection through back. She's maybe going a slightly hollow there. That might be where we need to improve there. Length and strides, we got a 6, needs suppleness and fluency. So maybe just not quite as supple this way. And then a trot transition at A, and we got a 6, which, to be honest, I thought that was quite a nice trot transition, but we can get better. Now we go on to a stretch, where she has to stretch down and round. That's why I'm doing rising trot in the stretch, so that she can come up through her back. We've got a 7 for that. She does do a nice stretch. Again, she could do more stretching. So that does just show a little bit of tension going on with being in the big atmosphere. Then we go down the 7 line and we get another 7 and got a 7 for our halt at the end. She was very square. And now Mum does a bit of a mic drop, throwing the phone on the floor because she was so thrilled with the test. I was so thrilled with her. She was such a good girl. She tried so hard, and I definitely know where I can improve for future. So good test all round.
This evening, I have 3 special guests, so I'm going to hand over to you guys to do a little bit of an introduction.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Bob, and I've got 3 horses here, 2 in the 2-star short and 1 in the 3-star long this week.
Hi, I'm Evie Smith. I've got 2 horses here, 1 in the 1-star and 1 in the 2-star short, and this is my first ever international event.
And I'm Mark Lucy. I was an equine vet for probably 40 years. And since I retired, I've started looking at measuring the ground around cross-country events. So I've been here this afternoon measuring the ground. Some of you may have already seen the sheet that's, I hope, has been put up for what you can see.
Fantastic, and that was obviously going to be my segue question, maybe the controversial one to ask. How is the ground looking out there? I know Stuart nodded earlier to say there are still a couple of tweaks he wants to make to perfect it, but what's your assessment so far?
Yeah, well, I went round this afternoon, about 3 o'clock this afternoon. The field areas are all absolutely perfect. Both the top maze field, as I call it, the start-finish maze field area there, that's absolutely perfect. Same with down below the arena here, where you come out of after about fence 8 or 9, that's absolutely perfect. The woods are still a little bit variable, but the woods are always a little bit variable at Osberton. There's one little tiny localised spot that's a little bit fur, which I think Stuart will work on. He knows exactly where it is. That's got GPS in it, so we produce a map so you can see exactly where the ground changes. And there's one very soft spot in the front of the first water, which my ball disappeared into. That would have to need to be.
That's the signal.
That needs to be just a tiny bit better over the next couple of days before Saturday anyway. Stuart was saying they had about 2.5 inches of rain here on Monday and early Tuesday morning. We measured the ground. Alison from Trent University, Alison Northrop, and Alison Trent came on Friday. And it was good to firm in more patches. Nearly all those good firm patches have gone now because the rain just made an enormous difference. So it is just about right. It'll dry a tiny bit, but I don't think it'll dry a lot more, apart from possibly the woods.
Perfect. Well, that's what we want to hear, and hopefully that gives a lot of riders in the room some confidence going into cross-country riding over the rest of the weekend. And you mentioned Nottingham Trent there. I believe that's the uni that you girls both went to. So thank you, Mark. That was a great segue. It wasn't planted. Lizzie, I think I'll come to you next. We actually met years ago through student riding. Now you are making a fantastic career working with your horses, and I think we should all definitely acknowledge huge achievement. Now a 5-star rider, having head to Burley this year. Congratulations. How do you get to riding at that level?
To be honest, it's quite a special one with that horse because he's a homebred horse. So we've literally had him from day one. And to be honest, he turned out a hell of a lot better than what he was bred to be and what we ever expected him to be. I mean, as a 3-year-old, we tried to sell him, and thankfully nobody bought him.
That was meant to be.
Yeah. We thought he's going to be far too big for anything we're ever going to want to, we're ever going to watch. And obviously at that point as well, I had no idea what career path I was going to go down either. So yeah, I mean, it's been a journey with him. He literally, started with a B80 at Brook Street when that used to run. So, and he's come all the way up. And yeah, he took me around my first 4-star longs, and obviously now my first 5-star. But a lot of it, the journey that I owe it to a very good horse that I had called Quarryman. And he was my first horse coming off ponies. He again is one that took me a lot further than what we expected. And he took me to 2 young rider Europeans as well, which was what a dream. Completely, invaluable experience, and took me around my first 4 stars. And then I've just been so lucky that Buzz has been able to step on from there and take me around my first 5-star.
Incredible. What a great story. Evie, I'm going to come to you. Very different experience for you. First ever international. How does that feel?
Well, I definitely had some stage fright when I came out on my first horse this morning. I got into the warm-up and just thought, oh my god, what am I doing here? Luckily he managed to settle in, and he's such a superstar. He just held my hand, and it's both of our first go at it. And yeah, we had a really nice time getting to ride in this atmosphere.
Well done. I saw you briefly earlier looking very beautiful in your tails, and I know how special that is the first time you actually get to put them on. So you should be very proud. You absolutely earned it to be here. So enjoy every second. And I know you Evie quite well, and the 2 horses that you have here this week have some very special stories behind them, affectionately known as Maggie and Donut. Do you want to tell the guys a little bit about them?
Okay, so I'll start with Donut. Donut I got 2 years ago for £1, and he is an 11-year-old thoroughbred, and he had done absolutely nothing when I got him. He'd probably gone to a couple of like clinics and that's it. So I was very kindly gifted him for £1 and thought I was probably going to sell him. And as it was, both of my horses had come down with different ailments and injuries, so he was my only horse I was riding at that period in time. And I started eventing him, and he did his first 80 unaffiliated at Shelford, and he won it.
Wow, not a bad way to start, is it?
So not at all. And we then went on to the Brigante Cup because it was an unaffiliated, and I just at that point realised that he was going to be quite a useful event horse. And from there have produced him up. So last season he did B100, and we finished off with the novice. And then from there he actually qualified for badminton grassroots, and we went to badminton this year.
How was that?
Amazing.
Experience.
Yeah, it was so good. We got chased by a dog on the cross country.
I remember seeing that. That looked terrifying.
Yeah.
Just after the water?
Just before,
quite
even
worse.
a big combination, and we still went clear with inside the time despite taking a long route. And after that we then continued on at novice, and he's here in the 2 stars, so not a bad investment for £1.
Absolutely not. If we could all do that, I think we need to rack your brains, Evie. Absolutely, it's amazing.
He's just got an amazing temperament and an amazing will to do it, so I'm so lucky to have him. And then my other horse, Maggie, she is a 10-year-old Irish sports horse, and she has had a bit of a rough time. So the year I got Donut, she came down with severe colitis, and we rushed her to the vets, but we had a 10% survival chance of, yeah.
That's terrifying, isn't it?
She ended up the vets went in for colic surgery, but it was obviously colitis, so they had to close her up, and we were just hoping for her to survive. And I was just of the opinion that if she came out to do anything, that would be good that she'd survive. And then it's been a couple of years sort of just ticking along, getting her going, and I'm really pleased to say that she's feeling better than ever. So she's here in the 1 star, and was it about a fortnight ago she won her regional finals for badminton.
So you're going back, Evie?
We're
There's
going
no
back.
stopping you.
No.
Well, congratulations. Again, a huge achievement, and what special stories for those 2 as well.
Oh, and to the end of day 1 comes so quickly. It's flown by today, I swear. I've struggled to keep up all day. I've just been and done night checks for the horses. They're really settled in their stables and happy, and all sorted. Good girl. Oh, busybody. It's alright. Good girl. You're doing okay, aren't you, gorgeous donut? Good boy. Okay. Now you've got the attention, eh? With your curly tops. That's better, isn't it? I need to get you mucked out now, eh? Good boy.
I got high hopes. Do you want the same? Cause baby, all I got is high hopes. Do you feel the same? Do you want me, babe? Or is it just a game? Cause I got high hopes. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, and just like that, day 1 is over. And we're into day 2 already. Hi, girlie. Should be day 3, but obviously we came a day late. I'm out with Maggie and Donut, trying to give them a hand graze, but Maggie's too busy staring at. Don't lean over that wire. Donut. Maggie is too busy staring at. I hope you can see that. We've got cross country course out here. So, I don't know what you can see because I've got my camera turned around the other way, so I'm hoping you could see something. So we're gonna sit your head down, eat a bit of grass. She says this grass is not up to standard. You're not hungry, girlie? Good girl. Donut's at least attempting to try. Anyway, dressage is done for both of them. Makes life easier for today. We've got a nice rest day, and yeah, Maggie did a beautiful test. Really, really beautiful. Didn't you? You're a good girl. I was chuffed with it. I actually personally thought it was potentially better than Chillington's test where we got a 25. As it was, the score came through. We got 36. So it'll be interesting to see what the judges said, because I would be lying if I said that I wasn't a little bit like confused and disappointed with the score. But by the same token, everybody's a bit of a different league here. Oh, very good. So I am not too worried. The whole point of being here is to get the experience and to get the practice and know what we're doing for next year, and that's exactly what we're here doing. And we certainly haven't disgraced ourselves in the dressage phase. Donut's not got a rug on because I don't know what energy he's burning, but he's hot at the minute, aren't you? But they are being very angelic. Don't do that. You're not field companions. If he did that to you, you'd kick him in the face. She says, I would. Anyway, I'm going to need 2 hands because they're literally going in opposite directions now. So I will catch you later. Good girl. Okay, first course walk is a go. I'm not filming this one, I'm just doing it with Mum, and then I've got another 2 course walks today. I'm going to walk pretty much straight after with Lizzie. Just checking in. Today has been an absolute whirlwind. Sorry, this is how I've propped my phone up. I can't really do much better than this. Good girl. I've walked the cross country twice so far. I will bring you along the next course walk to show you. I need a hat, there we go. And yeah, it looks good. There's plenty of riding to do, but I think we can manage it. So I'm now, as you might be able to tell by me putting a body protector on, getting ready for a bit of a schooling session. They do slots where you can jump, and there's a couple of cross-country jumps and some show jumps. So I'm going to start with Donut. I'm going to put these on so I can hear Mum. Best tuck this into my body protector. If you ever have a lesson with me, this is what I shall communicate with you through. And yeah, I'm going to start with Donut, give him a pop, give him a quick hack, and then we'll go on to Maggie afterwards. See you in a sec. just done Donny's jump. We jumped that really scary triple brush over there, which is like an intermediate one. So that's good prep. Good boy. Right, gonna give him a quick hack off and then crack us off through here, isn't it? Good boy. Have a bit of a nosy on the course as we wander around. Ooh, is this the way, Donut? That's good boy. Too hot. On board pony number 2 to go pop over a couple of fences. Maggie's had her jump and we're just hacking it now. I guess that I can go around on a loop here and she's gonna get a sneaky peek of her cross-country course. Good girl. So I'll just go around on the loop. She was a very good girl. Even she jumped the scary intermediate triple brush, didn't you, girlie? She says, I did, because I'm amazing. The Chicana at 7 or 9 for you, Miss Maxie. 10 for Donut. 7 for the other ones. Good girl. I think I can get around this way. Don't want to get told off. So Lizzie advised me that it would probably be good to give them a jump today. Obviously it's a little bit strange because we're doing 3-day formats. So we did dressage yesterday and then they're used to doing everything all in one day. So it's quite different. Hence why I'm just taking advice. So they've both had a jump. They both went really well. They're feeling really happy and zingy. You feel zingy, don't you? And interested in life. So that's hopefully a good sign. Okay, just cutting in now, guys. There was a lot of footage. I hadn't expected there to be so much. So I'm breaking this up into parts. Part 1 done. I hope you found it interesting. I definitely found it overwhelming to start off with, but I was settling in more by the end of this video. Part 2 and possibly part 3, depends how much I can manage to edit into part 2. Vote in the comments. Do you want 2 parts or 3 parts? Would you like me to leave more in or just crop stuff out that's boring? Maybe not boring, just extra. Yeah, but subscribe. Turn on your notifications because I'll just stick the next parts out as and when I manage to get them ready. Hope you enjoyed it and I will see you soon.